Hi, my name is Drew, and you're watching Ready Budget Go. If we haven't met before, welcome. I'm glad you found your way here. And if this isn't your first time here, welcome back. It's so good to see you again. Today is October 28th, and that means it's time for a launch in my Etsy shop. I've got 3 items that are launching, and realistically, it's going to be 2 items with another one still to come. And I'll show you all 3, and when I get to the third one, you'll understand why there's a little bit of a delay. So let's start with the first item, and this is something that I have given a preview on before, so you may have seen it already, but I am just going to get these out here. These are what I am calling luxury placeholders. And if I can get it up to the light and have it kind of move around, there we go. So you can see that not only is it kind of reflective here, but it's textured. So as you run your finger over this, you can feel the variation in texture, and it's on this border too. Incredibly cool effect. There are 6 different kinds. There's the 100, 200, 500, 1000, 2000, and 5000. So let me just move these up here. So all of them have the same textured effect, front and back. They look different on the front than they do on the back, so I'll flip them over here so that you can see. So the front side, or one side, has white with a gradient text, and the back side, or the other side, has the gradient with the white text and border. So these are going to be sold as a set. There will be more 100s and 200s in each set. I'm not sure exactly how many yet. You can also buy them individually if you'd like. They'll be available with corners rounded and without corners rounded. And the reason that I made these is because I wanted to do something that wasn't just your typical placeholder. There are some cases where we're working toward a goal, whether it's fully funding something or doing month ahead or what have you, where we get to a certain amount and it's either it's a struggle to get there or it takes a really long time to get there. And I think when that happens, you should be able to have something that is a little more momentous, that feels weightier than a slim placeholder. So these are meant to be put into an envelope, say individually, rather than stacking up a bunch against one another. And I say that because when you have 2 of them on top of each other, they don't move against each other real well because there's some friction involved with the textured effect here. So when I ship these out, I will put a piece of vellum in between so that they don't stick to each other. I think I had that. Yeah, here we go. So, with a piece of vellum, then they can slide against one another. But, for use in envelopes, it's meant to be just one per. And, when you've reached a monumental milestone. So that is the placeholders. And of course, I still have my regular Sea Life placeholders available in my Etsy shop as well. Those are still available. So let me clean these up here. And again, they will not be corner rounded by default, but if you would like corner rounding, I am happy to do that for you. Okay, so those are the placeholders. Now let's talk about the new Savings Challenge book, which is Celebration Savings. And this book is one that is meant to last an entire year. I will be starting this in November, pretty much next week, now that I've finished Happy Hallow Wealth. So you would have seen that video earlier today from when you're watching this. So Celebration Savings has a spread for each month, and I'll just open it here. So on the left-hand side is the birthstone for that month, and on the right-hand side is some kind of celebration that happens during that month. So for January, we have garnets, and on the right-hand side, we have New Year's Day. The left-hand side is a scratch-off challenge. The numbers 1 through 9 appear exactly once in a random order. And then on the right-hand side, you have a roll and save challenge here, and you have a color and save challenge here. And you decide how much you want each symbol to be. You also decide which die you roll. So I'll go through all of the different spreads. So we've got January, February with Amethyst and Valentine's Day, March with Aquamarine and St. Patrick's Day, April with Diamond and Earth Day, May with Emerald and Mother's Day, June, Pearl and Father's Day, July, Ruby and Independence Day, August Peridot and World Humanitarian Day, September Sapphire and Labor Day, October Opal and Halloween, November Topaz and Thanksgiving, and finally December Turquoise and Christmas. So that is the whole book. It will last, like I say, an entire year, or it's meant to, but of course there's nothing that says that you can't do the July challenges in February or whatever you want. But I will be going through it in chronological order starting in November. So that is the Celebration Savings book. And then last but not least, we have Save the Plates. And Save the Plates is a savings challenge game. There are 56 cards, and on one side it's all the same. It just says Save the Plates, and on the other side is a license plate, one for each state. Now yours will come shrink wrapped, but I opened one, and we're going to get to why there's going to be a little bit of a delay. So it'll also come in a plastic box. It'll come shrink wrapped in a plastic box. But I've opened one already, and so there is one for each state, and there's also one for each territory of the United States. So they go in alphabetical order: Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So there's, like I say, there's one for everyone, and I recreated all the license plates my own self, and I customized the numbers so that they would add up to $1,500 when you complete the whole challenge, and that includes these 6 non-state territories. So we've got the 50 states, and then we've got Washington, D.C., Puerto Rico, American Samoa, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Guam, and the Northern Mariana Islands. So like I say, all of these all together, $1,500. Now, the reason why these aren't launching just yet is because Alaska has a misprint, and it's only on this one, and I was tempted to launch them anyway with just a disclaimer, and I thought, no, that's not fair. When you order a savings challenge, it shouldn't have, flaws. You should be getting a quality product. So I might offer these someday at a discount, but for now I'm having them reprinted, and that is what I will be launching hopefully this week. I'm asking the printer to rush them and get them to me ASAP, so we'll see. But this is the one that was misprinted. This is the only one like that, and you can kind of see it's got this ghosting here, Save the Plates, and then my logo. So I don't know why that happened, and it's only on Alaska, because the reverse where you have the Save the Plates and my logo is, it's upside down from how this plays, so I don't know. But at any rate, like I say, there's one for every single state. Some of these were much harder to create than others. Oregon and Nevada and Colorado, any state that has mountains. New Hampshire was difficult too. So those were all tough to do, but it was worth it. It was a labor of love. So these will be launching, like I say, as soon as I can get them corrected from the printer, and they will be available. So if you have any questions about any of the products, go ahead and either drop me a question down below in the comments or send me a message on Etsy. Either way works. And like I say, by the time that this video launches, the celebration savings will be available and the luxury placeholders will be available. But the save the plates is going to be a little bit delayed due to that misprint. So that is all that I have for this month. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting me and just showing me all the love. I really do appreciate it. It means so much to me, more than I can put into words. So link to my Etsy shop is down in the description, and I want to thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think, and so I know you were here. And until I see you in the next one, take care.